Good morning, my people, and welcome to the next plate. I'm your host, Darkel. Thank you for joining me today. Please like, share, and subscribe. It takes 3 seconds and is always free. The trivia question yesterday was about, I believe it was, what was the Lakers' name before they was the Lakers? And the answer is the Minnesota Lakers. I'm going to start the day off by saying the positive quote of the day: be the change that you wish to see in the world. And that was by Mahatma Gandhi, a very powerful man. I want to speak about the Knicks, one of the greatest Knicks, I think the greatest Knick ever, Walt Clyde Frazier, the New York Knicks legend, and his iconic commentary is famous for his widely creative vocabulary. He is most celebrated for his rhythmic rhyme and play-by-play phrases, which have become a staple of Knicks broadcasts on the MSG network. For instance, swishing and dishing, posting and toasting, referring when they back a player down, and swish and use when a player makes a great pass that leads directly to a basket. Styling and profiling, borrowed from the wrestler Ric Flair, used to describe players showing off their flair or looking good on the court. Spinning and winning, said after a player utilizes a spin move. Slicing and dicing, using when a guard penetrates the defense with speed and handles. Shaking and baking, used when a player uses a nasty crossover deceptive move to lose the defender. Stumbling and bumbling, describes a player who gets clumsy or makes mistakes on the ball. Hacking and whacking, used when a defender plays rough defense and gets tangled up in a foul. Wheeling and dealing refers to a player who is passing particularly well and setting up the offense. Bounding and astounding, Frazier's unique way of describing an incredible bouncy rebound. Clyde also has a set of catchphrases tailored specifically to defense. Okay, dubious call. He is an amazing guy. He was dressed like a pimp, dresses nice, always nice cars. Since I've known him when I was 10 years old, I read a book about the Knicks. I was 10 years old, and he was in there. He was profiled, and they showed his closet. He had 100 pair of shoes, gaiters for days, and he dressed like a pimp. I thought he was the Mac from Goldie. That's how he dressed, and he had a Rolls Royce to boot. So he was the man in New York, because remember, New York used to be called the Garden of Eden for basketball because that was before the Lakers won championships, and it was the Big Apple, so it was something big back in the 70s, you know. So he was really ahead of his time. One of the greatest, if not the greatest Knick. I believe that Brunson has to win another one for him to be called the greatest Knick because Clyde got 2. Also, I would like to read out the scores of the day in FIFA World Cup. Norway 2, Ivory Coast 1. France defeated Sweden 3-0. And Mexico defeated Ecuador 2-0. In Major League Baseball, Philadelphia 8. Don't worry about the red Phillies. I'm a sports guy. I'm just looking nice. I'm a Met, New York. I'm New York all the way. So don't mind this. It's just for the color, fellas. Philadelphia 8, Pittsburgh 0. New York Mets 3. Toronto 0, Washington 8, Boston 1, Los Angeles Dodgers 9, Oakland 3, Detroit 9, New York Yankees 3, Texas 4, Cleveland 2, Tampa Bay 10, Kansas City 4, Houston 6, Minnesota 4, Seattle 8, Los Angeles Angels 3, St. Louis Cardinals 5, Atlanta Braves 3, Milwaukee 7, Cincinnati 2, Chicago 9, San Diego 7, Miami 14, Colorado 3, Arizona Diamondbacks 8, San Francisco Giants 2. In the WNBA, the New York Liberty defeated the Las Vegas Aces 93-85 behind Brianna Stewart. Stewie's 25 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Good, that's an amazing day. Okay. That's big. But anyway, I thank you again. Again, I would say please like, share, and subscribe. It's always free and it takes less than 3 seconds. And I want to thank everybody for being here with me. Before I end this, I always want to end like this. May each of you want, but never want as long as you live. May you live to be 100, and I live to be 100 minus a day, so I'll never know when good people like you have passed away. May you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Thank you for being with me, and remember, if the next place 67 is not on your dial, then your device or your dial is not on. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day, everyone.